Welcome. Welcome to a glorious Sunday evening. Hallelujah. Well, welcome to a exceptional Sunday evening. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? Woo, boy. Man. What a weekend. Oh, Lake Dog, appreciate you asking. No, man, we lost to Newman High School. So this is the crazy part about it. So watching film on Newman High School, which is the alma mater of Peyton Manning. Watching film on the guys, we looked at the roster and listing, and they had 6'6", 270, 6 whatever, 250, 260, and I'm like, okay. That makes sense. But then we watch film, they didn't look that big. Well, shit. When we walk on the field for a pregame warm-up, I'm like, these fuckers are huge. The tight end had to be 6'4", 230. And our biggest guy on the team is our nose. He might be 220. He might be 210 right now. So, it was a good game. I think we got it to 17-15. And then they just pulled away. I think it was 31-15, I think, with the final. Late Dog, we did get another pick. Yes, we ended the season. You know, I didn't even update my damn Excel spreadsheet because of the last game of the season. Hold on, let me make sure. I think we ended up with 22 picks. I think we ended up with 22. Man, if you would see our team, and we ended up with 22. 22 picks, 6 house calls. That's a damn good year on the back end with linebackers and DBs. And we got a pick in every game except the first one, which we fucking dropped one. So we should have 23, but I'll take 22. 22 and 1, 22 picks in 13 games, right? 10 games and then 3 playoffs. Yeah, 22 and 13 games. So not quite 2 a game, which is fucking crazy. Um, yeah, man. The I'm gonna just say this. Not I don't even, not all picks are equal. I would say in those 22, there were about 6 that were just like, fuck, man, those are good picks. Maybe 10. Then some of them were just fucking bad quarterbacks throwing up. But here's the thing about picks, though. If you're not in the right spot, you ain't gonna get it anyway. Yeah, we had a couple. I mean, I should do a highlight show y'all of a couple of them. Y'all, no, I haven't seen show. Did I show y'all the one from the playoffs? I probably didn't. Yeah, maybe next week. Maybe next week. You know what? Maybe tomorrow, cause shit, this is the last damn game into the playoff. Maybe tomorrow I will show a couple of the picks. A couple of the really good ones if I got time, and I'll show you. But yeah, man, it was a hell of a year. Like I said, the team we played, man, they were just so much bigger than us. We have a really good defensive end, but shit, he might be 180 pounds soaking wet, but he's a dog. And their left tackle was like 6'5", 6'6", 280. And if he got his hands on him, it was a problem. But if he didn't, like I said, he's a dog, man. And he made plays when he had to. It was a damn good game to the fourth quarter. It was right there for us. So hell of a season though. In returning starters, yes. Here's the fucking crazy thing about it, AJ. the junior class will be returning seniors. It's like 17 of them fuckers, and basically the whole defense is full of juniors. We lose the dog defensive end. We lose the other end. That's 2. We keep the nose. We lose our nickelback, whom was a fucking receiver, who was his first year playing corner, and I think he had 7 picks in half of the house calls. And this was his first year playing defense. We had to coach him up though. And yeah, so the whole secondary is back. The 2 inside linebackers are back. The nose is back. We have to replace the safety. And so 3 guys we have to replace, the safety and the 2 ends. So yeah, man, it's the bad part about it is, like I said, I think it's 17 or 18 juniors. That senior class is gonna be one of the biggest in school history. But then after that, it's slim pickings. No, man. Yeah, the safety is getting some looks at small colleges. And if he would have played football last year, he might have gotten a few more. But yeah, man, we don't have, this school is a small 2A school. It's an academic school. Sports is not the top of the list, but like I said, the coaches on the staff prepare these guys to the 9. They are not unprepared. That's the thing about it, and that's how we probably won 99% of our games. Is we were better prepared than the opponent. And when you match up a team whom is twice as big as you and whom is well coached too, it becomes an issue. And that's what happened this week. Is they were well coached and they were just fucking humongous. I don't know Tony Driver personally, but I know who he is. I appreciate that question. Like, it was a great season, man. Got to the quarters, and just met up with a bigger group of players. I would say this: if we had their size, defensively, we would have pitched a good game. Because I'm telling you, this defense, man, they were some dogs. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, shit. And this is, we didn't play a great team, but one team we played, they had negative yards for the entire game. Um, and like I said, we had the 22 picks. I can't remember how many fumbles every recovery he had. I got to ask the coach, what is that a school record? Because, dude, we have to have had 30 plus turnovers defensively. And that's in what, 20? That's in 13 games. So more than 2 turnovers a game for sure. Matt Cannon. No, JD. No, not quite. But I mean, it's playoffs, man. Before this game, I mean, like I said last week, the opponent had 1 first down in the first half. We have been playing so well that the majority of the defense didn't even play probably more than 2.5 quarters because, you know, we was getting up on teams 42 points and they run the clock and we just started subbing. But, man, it's a great year for this high school team, man. I would say this. I didn't think I would have this much fun coaching, but it's been a blast. And like I said, I don't fight God's will. Timing was obviously it. And when I started, I said I'm going to do it right, and we did it right. You should do some cut-ups for the guy. Steve, I never thought about it. You know, if someone asked me, I definitely would. You know, I could do that. I definitely could do that. But honestly, defensively, there's one guy. I know he got offered by Kentucky State. I might be a couple more. I'm not 100% sure, but that's one thing about defense, and I harp on those guys every week. If everybody runs the same thing and do their job, we're going to be fine. And our DC puts a damn good game plan together, and when we execute, we do well. And unfortunately, it had to end, but it's got to end for somebody. But they fought their ass off. We fought to the end, and like I said, when their tight end is bigger than our biggest guy on the entire team, it doesn't bode well. And they just kicked our ass. Oh, they didn't kick our ass. They just beat us at the end. Yeah, well, so here's the thing. Lake Dog, the Kentucky State head coach is a Louisiana native. That's why. Huggins, I don't know if that's his cousin. I played against his cousin in high school. Good dude. And yeah, he's from Doug Williams area in Louisiana. So that's a connection. And you know, there's more of a connection. Somebody knows him that's on the staff, and that's how it happened. So we'll see. I would say this: if this kid played all 4 years, he has the talent to play at minimum mid D1, group of 5 for depth. He's smooth. He has the athletic ability. He's got speed. He just doesn't have reps. And he's probably a better receiver than he is a DB. But he could be a damn good corner. But we'll see. We'll see. And we got a guy on the offensive side that running back had 1,600 plus yards, 20 plus touchdowns. And he was sharing it with our full. We run a wing T, so the fullback had over 1,020 some touchdowns. So it wasn't like he had it all to himself. So he had to share those carries with the fullback. So and he's a junior. So like I said, that junior class is loaded. It's gonna be next year. It's gonna be fun if we can find a couple offensive linemen. But skill position wise and defense wise, we really have a chance to be special. Because the good thing about it for me is that this secondary has started for me since day one for me. Last year, these sophomores started. So that's 2 years on the system. And next year, I'm going to fucking put them through the ringer. We're going to really dive into the nuance of defense because they fucking know the defense left and right. There's nothing that I can give to them and explain to them that they haven't heard 3 million times. So now this summer is gonna, we get into the nuance, understanding the strength and weakness, why we're making a call, why you playing this leverage, them things. That's gonna be the key. Some of them understand a little bit, but we're gonna get expert level because they'll be in they got the same coach, same defense, 3 years. They've heard me say certain shit for so long. Well, we're gonna ratchet up because it's probably gonna get boring for them. So, like, dog, I hope I am. We'll see. But next year's gonna be fun. I'm serious. This is a year like with my senior year with Coach Smith where we can really delve into some shit. Oh yeah, the nickel isn't hard. So what happened, Kia, is that we moved one nickel to go play offense because we had some injuries. We had a guy with an ACL, so we had to take a nickel out to put on offense. And that's how he really came into the fold as really taking over that position. We got a nickel who's damn good. So replacing, I don't know he's going to be the playmaker because this dude was a fucking playmaker. And this is what I want to tell people now. I wholeheartedly believe this because it helped me. So he played receiver his 3 years. When he got to the defensive side, I could communicate to him like, think about this if you was running a route. How would our offensive coordinator coach you to run a route against a certain defense? Playing from the offensive side, and man, I'm telling you, like I said, he had 3 picks in one game. I think he had 2 in one game. It's being able to play offense and then go to the defensive side really opens your eyes when you play defense. It makes the game a little easier. So I think the guy who was a nickel who went to offense, when he comes back, he's gonna have a new appreciation. Yes, it's good time. I'm not gonna lie, it's good. It's football is much harder than track, just because it takes up so much of the time. Once you start in spring, it goes from spring to summer to fall, and hopefully you can be playing in Thanksgiving weekend like we played this weekend. So that's a lot of coaching with a lot of time, and there's no days off because when the season starts, you're going Monday through Saturday. So it's I can see it being a bear, but look, it's my alma mater. I'll do whatever I have to do to keep my school in a great situation, and if it takes me doing that, I'm doing it. And it's fun, and it's a great group of coaches. So it's not like I'm going to prayer like, oh shit, I gotta deal with these guys. Nah, man, it's a good situation. Great head coach. He lets the coach. He's not a micromanager. He's awesome, and defensive coordinator whom I work with is great. So it's a fun situation for me. So there's nothing about the situation that's bad, and I'm fortunate to be in that kind of situation because I know I've heard other situations where it's not as fun. This group of guys, this group of men, is real fun. So I'm blessed and fortunate. So let's get into this game, man. Look, y'all. It is hard for me to understand the angst from fans. There is no problem, in my opinion, for criticizing anything. No problem. Totally get it. But the characterization of Coach Stoops and this and that about the contract and him not doing this and we have hit our ceiling and blah, blah, blah. It's like, really, y'all, I don't get it. It's weird that, and I'm upset because I really still think we should be 9-3. But for us to have a down year to be 7-5 with a chance of going 8-5, it's crazy. For people who knows Kentucky football, who really knows the in and out, understand the obstacles that are in place for a head coach at Kentucky. And for this guy to be here this long. Now, I will say this. I know that your words can get stale. I totally get it. And I know that the same old can get stale. But damn, y'all, we winning games. The hard part for fans to understand is how hard it is to win 10 games. How many teams in this conference going to win 10 games? How many teams in this conference going to start winning 10 games? Are going to win 10 games? You're going to count on 2. The 2 winners of the East and West going to win 10 games. Now you might go 2 more, and that's it. 4 out of 14 teams are going to probably win 10 games. 4 out of 14 are going to win in this conference. We ain't talking about them other slapdick conferences. We talking about this conference. Only 4. At most 5. 5 out of 14. To win 9 games is hard. Like AJ said, it's hard to win 8. Now here's the deal, y'all. I love John Summerall. I think he is a viable option as a head coach. Totally, I am on board with that. That don't fucking mean that he's going to come here and win, though. There's no guarantee in that. Because when you get in this conference, especially after we're going to add 2 more tough games, 2 more tough teams in this conference, dude, it gets harder. It makes no sense to me. Now, I got no problem with y'all being upset that we didn't reach where we should have reached. In this season, right here, there's 4 10 or more win teams. Georgia, Missouri, Bama, and Mississippi. Ole Miss. LSU is 9-3. Tennessee is 8-4. We should be 8-4, tied with Tennessee. Potentially should be 9-3. We make it seem like it's fucking easy. So we are ranked usually 11th. I think it's 11th every year except I think that 2021 season. I think we were 6th, but it's pretty much 11th. Which from what I've heard, I haven't done the number because I don't know how to find it. We also apparently have the 11th biggest recruiting budget. So I don't know, man. Some dude today was arguing that Stewart should be fired because Dion got 5.5 fucking sacks as a defensive tackle. He's not a defensive end. He's a 4-eye. He's not on the edge. Josh Allen was on the edge. He was more of a 7 technique because he's an outside linebacker. He is a defensive tackle with 5.5 sacks. And he didn't play his most dominant football the last fucking 2 games. It's mind-boggling. People don't know fucking football, and it's crazy how people just can say shit. That's the social media age. It is what it is. Cobby, Stoops is still the right guy. I don't think that's something that is deniable. Now, here's the thing, though. Does Stoops still want to be here? See, that's the thing. Because here's what for me, oh shit, Justin Herbert gonna go for a touchdown. Here's my thing. Is if I'm coaching, and every coach has a fucking ego. If I'm coaching, I want to have the best shot at a fucking national championship. And we ain't the spot for the best spot at a national championship. We bottom third in recruiting budget. We are probably bottom two of recruiting area. So, no, this is not the place to win a national championship. AJ, A&M is the place to win a national championship. Now, you got to find the right guy, but that fucking place is going to put the resources together, and they are going to dedicate themselves to winning football games. Anyway, NIL, if Elko says pony up, ain't nobody going to bitch about it. There ain't nobody going to bitch about it. He's in a recruiting hotbed. It's easy. Shit, you ain't even got to leave Texas. You don't want to. It's recruiting hotbed. They bring the money. It is what it is. Well, AJ, I don't know how old you are, AJ, but R.C. Slocum got it done. It was just, in those days, there was no fucking playoffs. I know and when I was a young guy, they had some 11-win teams, 11-1, I think, maybe. I don't know how many. They played 10 games back then, right? So they might have been, what's that, 10-1 with a bowl game? Oh, I know what you're saying, AJ, but the R.C. Slocum days were legit. Just a different day and time. Yeah, see, they have Texas is better than I would want to know of the amount of who has the most NFL players. Which state has the most NFL players? I bet you Texas is right up there with California and Florida and Georgia. AJ, no, I'm not. AJ, you are saying these last. Yes, you are right. They have Sumlin and started out great, then he petered out. And Jimbo didn't do shit. No, you're right. I'm not. That ain't debatable. All I'm saying is that they invest in football. It ain't them not winning has nothing to do with the resources. JD said only 20 times the resource that UGA has. Now, they just got to identify. So, JD says Texas has 187, Florida 170. So, Texas has the most NFL players. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to tell you, for me, though, I haven't told anybody this. The guy they missed out on, well, somebody said in the group chat, I think. The guy they missed out on was UTSA guy. Traylor is the guy, to me, for this situation. He's a high school Texas guy whom the high school coaches respect. He would have no problem there. No, AJ, not saying no. That program, here's the thing, AJ, right? Was Georgia a top tier program before Kirby got there? We taking top tier, right? I'm not sure you can say Georgia was top tier. They are top tier now. So, with the right coach, with the right system, I would say this, it's even harder now with NIL because you got to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit. So, UGA I think UGA did win a title in the 80s. But damn, how many national championships did you look? I would say this. Prior to BCS, winning was hard. So Texas A&M is a situation where you can win. See, AJ, now you're gonna make me pull up Texas A&M history because you talking crazy. You talking crazy. You ain't a Southerner. That's right next door. Texas A&M. So when I was in the 80s. So Texas A&M. Jackie Sherrill. I'm going to go 85, 10-2, 93, 10-2. They were ranked. Did they win? So they went to Cotton Bowl. I would say they won. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say they won the Southwestern Conference. I'm not sure. So then when Jackie left, R.C. Slocum came in, went 8-4, 93, 10-2, 12-1, 10-2, 10-0. AJ, that's from 91, 92, and 93 and 94. They went 10-0, 10-0-1 in 94. He had that 4-year period from 91 to 94. He went 42-5. I would guarantee you he won a conference at least one of those years. I'm going to say he probably won 3 of those years. So, no, AJ is tripping. AJ is tripping. All right. That's what I'm gonna go look at the 10-2 season, see who they played. AJ, I'm gonna see a 10-2 season who they played. 10-2 season, 1991. See, this is like I say, this is they lost to Tulsa 34-35. And then they lost in the bowl game. So there was actually 9-1, well, 10-1, right? Yeah, there was 10-1. They had lost in the bowl game. They lost in the bowl game 2-10. And they played Florida State, who was a number 5 seed. They were ranked number 5. So they lost 10-2 in the Cotton Bowl in 91. In 92, they was 12-1. They lost to Notre Dame in 93 in the Cotton Bowl. 3-28. I wondered if they would have won that game, would they had a chance to win the national championship. AJ, you stupid, man. You stupid. In 93, they were 10-2. Now, that's the problem. They couldn't fucking win a bowl game. They lost to Notre Dame again in the bowl game in the Cotton Bowl, 21-24. They lost to Oklahoma, who was ranked number 17 at the time. They were ranked 5th. And I ended it with 94. They was 10-1. They didn't play in a bowl game. I wonder what happened in 94. I was in college then. They tied SMU and didn't go to a bowl game. Did they just cancel? Did they boycott? Look, I would say this, AJ. I would rather Texas A&M history than ours. I would rather their tradition than ours. Craig Boy said different how to be in the SEC. Craig, back in those days, I'm not quite so sure. Not quite so sure, my boy. I'm not. That's Texas and Oklahoma. That's Barry Switzer. That's Darryl Royal. That Southwestern Conference was a bitch of a conference, man. I know now it's different. A&M floor. What do you think A&M floor is? It's different now. See, now people also have to remember the SEC, the SEC West is tougher than the SEC East. So A&M Florida now, I don't know because what's their schedule? Shit. With the way Alabama and Georgia is playing and LSU, Texas A&M Florida should be 8 wins at worst. 9 wins probably. That should be their floor. 8 or 9. They should win 8 or 9 falling out of bed. Honestly. The amount of talent that's there, they should win, like I said, 8 or 9 games. Man, some of y'all must be young in here. Because if y'all really think the Southwestern Conference back in those days was not good, I don't know, man. But it is what it is. But let's get into this game, y'all. I haven't. Hey, tell you really going at it? No, man. You know, AJ, that one fucking game is a huge fucking difference. You know that. And the only reason fucking Kentucky's at 7-8 right now is because the guy that Texas A&M tried to get away from us. So there you go. Kentucky floor used to be fucking 5, 4. The ceiling used to be 7. So when Texas A&M get the right coach, it's on the level of Georgia and Alabama, especially with Texas getting in there. They're not there yet. I would say that. Hey, do you think it's easier for them to get there or easier for us to get there? When you have fucking 9 guys ranked. Oh, Craig, don't fucking bring up the fucking 1-10 season. I hate you, Craig. We ain't in the East no more. Oh, you really think we have a better shot? AJ, you really think that Kentucky has a better shot than Texas A&M and getting to the top echelon? Not just to win 10 games every now and then, to be able to consistently win 10 games when there's 10 guys in the state of Kentucky that's fucking ranked as a recruit. 10. In Texas, you probably got 24 stars. Just 4 stars. Not even, we ain't talking about ranked. We talking about they have more 4 stars than we have any star in Kentucky. It's just harder, man. And when our coach say pony up, there is no right time. There is not a right time to ever say pony up. It's just never. Because people are going to always say, well, you make $9 million. Well, we giving out. There's no right time. But if a Texas A&M coach say pony up, they ain't going to pony up. Because I will say this. I don't know the number, but I guarantee you the boosters, the endowment, everything financial is way more than it is at Kentucky. Is Texas A&M not the largest student body in the country? I know they have 50,000 students there. I know that for sure. Yeah, man. I know Texas football, and Texas football ain't no joke. Texas football ain't no joke. And like JD said, they produce a shit ton of dogs. Period. All right. We have gotten off track for 40 minutes. Let's get into this game. Don't talk about my girl Lolo, because she should have won a damn Olympic medal, which probably changed her life tremendously. It's weird that thing that comes to my head now is that Texas has 74 composite 4-stars right now. Fuck, swole. That's more than I thought it was. Damn. Yeah, JD, it's my bad. I'm probably losing people. That's all right. If you want to watch, you can watch replay. I like to interact with my people, and that's AJ fault. AJ trying to be the contrarian. It's interesting that all year we have talked about plays, and we're not getting plays in fast enough. We're not running enough plays. We're not doing that. And ain't nobody say a damn thing about 47 plays in this game. No one said anything about the damn play clock running down. Nothing. That's crazy. Because it's a win. You're not trying to point fingers at stuff. Having Liam down on the field made no difference. The difference was in the second half they executed, and they also got some damn good field position. If you look at the defense, I think the defense gave up 2 long drives, and everything else was fucking short drives. Special teams, people are applauding the special teams, but that kickoff coverage gave too many short fields for Louisville. Crazy. Devin Leary came out and played I would say his best game of the year. Still have some issues, but Liam being on the sideline didn't make a difference. And for all this offense is still having issues. See, now Adam's gonna say the kick return took away from the play count. When we were saying that shit earlier, not on you, Adam, but when I said that shit earlier, no, we sticking around more plays. Well, shit. When a defense scores touchdowns or defense give you a short field, your play count is going to be low because either you got a short field or we took a possession away from you. This team is still not able to do what Liam Cohen wants them to do. And that MF is dialing up some shit. Either it's a drop, or we're not reading the right guy, or we're missing stunts that we are there and we just don't execute. Receivers not running crisp enough routes. A lot of complaint about this defense, but this offense ain't doing shit either. And the special teams is all over the place too. This game on Saturday shouldn't have been as close as it was. We still haven't played a complete game yet. And we still won 7 games. If this was when I played, we would have won like 1 game like we won before. This team still found a way to win 7 games. And should have won 8. I'm not going to count the Tennessee and Missouri game we lost. But that fucking South Carolina game is unexplainable. We should be 8-4 right now. 8-4 feels a whole lot better with a chance of going 9-4. But it is what it is. All right, y'all. Adam, well, let's talk about that when it happened. I don't get it either. That's a communication deal. Here's the hard thing about Louisville is they commit so many to the run. They got 8 people in the box at all times. And we can't get everybody. We can't get everybody. Dane Key is in here trying his best to get that seal block, but they just got one extra guy. Ray does a good job of trying to find an option out here. Why I want my mouse? There we go. Trying to find an option, but it's hard. And he gets enough. Doesn't get a lot, he gets enough. Like here. When I watched this live, I'm like, man, this got a chance. But they just got too many. See this? Him coming around. If he stays and they don't run this game, we might have something, right? But now we got to bounce it. Great job by Ray. See that big asshole? That's a humongous asshole. Right? That's good shit. I just knew we was going to score on this drive. I just knew it. Here's the play I did in the cut up. This is why you need a quarterback who is dangerous. Late dog, didn't we have some penalties to decline though? I'm not sure. Yeah, but we have in the record books it says 0. This is why you need a quarterback. See, I don't like running this shit if I'm not going to pull it. This guy right here has no belief that Devin's going to pull it. 0. None. Because this is the guy, he's unblocked for a reason. That's the guy whom you are supposed to read off of. This is the read guy. We ran it differently, but when I ran speed option, there's a guy who's unblocked. Because he's the guy you read off of. We block everybody else. That's one less guy you got to block. If you look at the history of the Veer and stuff, there's a reason. The story is awesome. They couldn't block the guy. They couldn't block him, so they just said, fuck, let's just leave him unblocked and see what we can do. He's unblocked because we can't block him. If he's going to come and wreck up this shop here, we got to pull it. Because if you really look at it, right, like I showed in, these are the only 2 guys that are left. So if there's 11 minus 2, that puts you at 9. There's 9 guys right here. And if he pulls, we got 1, 2, 3. The defense hates to be outnumbered. AJ, if he can't get to the at least the fucking 20-yard line, that's a problem. That's a problem. This is an easy fucking read. From the end zone cut, when they showed it here live, dude, y'all, there is everybody on Louisville's team is right here and this way. Everybody. The next guy is right here. This is from here to here is like, what is it, 13 yards? It's like 13 and a third yards, I think, between the hashes. I think here is 20 and here is 20. I'm pretty sure. Adam, you don't have to be a runner to pull this. I've seen some slow ass quarterbacks. If he pulls this, y'all, this guy has to stop and then meet him here. He ain't fast enough to go here. He's got to take an angle. He should get at minimum to the 25. Because look, ain't nobody looking at him. And we got this sealed off. He could, dude. Well, I would say Plummer is more of a runner than Leary. I've seen Leary run. Plummer is a little bit better than Leary, Adam. AJ, it's more than 7, dude. It's way more than 7. Now, if he can't get 20, he got bricks in his shoes. It is way more than 7. I guarantee you he get almost 30. Because he's not fucking 6 flat. But that bothered me, man. Now, I couldn't tweet about it because I wasn't at home. And I was watching on my phone. So I couldn't stop and get out of the damn app and then try to get there. But that was obvious. Another batted ball. That's been a problem. Right, Adam, your grandfather could have gotten 10 yards. Well, and here's the bad part about it, AJ. We're not the only one, man. I see this week in and week out where they're just calling the give. And you should never call a give. Because I know it's different. Because when I went to high school, we ran the veer. It's kind of crazy because before high school, we ran pro style. We passed the ball in Little League. And when I got to high school, they said, shit, we got to run the wishbone. First thing I was taught is giving the ball is never wrong. If you question the read, give it. You can never go wrong with giving the ball to the fullback, ever. Well, when I ran it, I said you can never go wrong if I tote it. So I said, fuck the fullback, and I'm toting it. And I guarantee you that defensive end, if I fuck up, will not tackle me for a loss. Now, are we going to get 15? You get 6? You get 4? No, we might only get 1, but I'd rather ball in my hand than in the fullback hand. So for me, I can't even remember ever giving this to the fullback. I really can't. I can probably fucking count, and we ran that damn veer a lot. I pitched it quite a few times, but more than likely I was keeping it. Yeah, you're right, Swole. Yeah. See, the issue is the fear of him getting hurt. That's the fear. So now we get put in a situation, and this bothers me the next level, because we are in a situation to defend this. We got 5-on-4. And the great thing about it is Eli looks for the game. Burton picks up the tackle stunt. Now we got the end stunt, and Eli just whiffs. That's just a whiff. Look at that. He's there. He just whiffed. Right? That's just a whiff. And that's not. So here's the thing. And this is what I hate about things I hear, like the narrative about the defense and how this O-line played well enough, y'all, to win 9 games. They started last year, we couldn't do this. We couldn't pick up a stunt. we're picking up the stunt, but we can't give a chicken wing right there. Like, that's not coaching. That's just the guy out here executing poorly. Because you know what the coaching part is? Is Burton blocking, him looking and trying to block the twist, and he's there. That's the coaching part. So they were coached to take care of this stunt. The execution just was horrible. If Eli was looking this way and then Flax let him go and Burton didn't come up and Flax wasn't hip to take that guy, then I would say they were coached poorly. But when they take care of it and one guy puts a chicken wing out here on Thanksgiving, now he would put a turkey neck out there, then it'd have been a little different. Or a turkey wing. You can't put a chicken wing out there. That's just execution, just poor. He's there. He's there. But that time, we had a shot of maybe hitting this, or if he come back for this corner route, that's a possibility backside. That's just a miss, man. Look at it. That's just a miss. Just a flat out miss. And I really think that was an option. I'm going to say this, y'all. Normally, when I come here, I've watched the game a couple times. 2 to 3. I haven't watched it. So I'm seeing things live right now because I haven't really delved into the film. So I apologize. Yeah, man. He just let him run by, man. And that's horrible when you're there. You know, the hardest thing in football is to be in the right spot. That's the hardest thing. The disheartening part is when you are in the right spot and don't execute. That's hard when you don't execute. And when we get to this side of the ball, it's all about execution. And for people to clamor about Brad White and his defense is so disheartening. Because you only can play with what you have. We thought we had a guy who could be a pass rusher. Turns out that's false. We are fortunate to have Deion Walker and to have a nose that can hold the fort, 2 noses that can hold the fort. And Ox came back, and Ripka and Saunders are playing better. But our jack position has been unmanned since 2018, and we can't get a jack linebacker. Now, we don't need one that's Josh Allen. He's a unicorn, but we need one who can fucking beat a one-on-one. We thought it'd be Boogie. We thought it'd be JJ. It hasn't been that. We're not the only one looking for an edge rusher. But here's the deal. And this to me is defensive 101. Is if you bring 4, you are killing it. If you can put pressure on a quarterback with 4, you are going to win a lot of games. Because then you can put 7 in coverage, and there's 9 zones. Yeah, Phil, but Jordan Wright wasn't. How many sacks did Jordan Wright have? Yes, Jordan Wright was a outside linebacker. But there's a lot of teams who don't have difference makers. So when you can rush 4 and get pressure, Pascal had to move in, AJ. Pascal moved to that 4I. That's when he started eating. Pascal wasn't a good outside linebacker. He wasn't. Yeah. He was solid. He made his heyday when he put his hand in the ground. But everybody's having an issue. So if you can rush with 4, you winning. I guarantee you. When you rush 5 is when shit gets hairy. When you rush 5 is when shit gets hairy. And you put a lot of people in a tough situation. So rushing 5 or more, you better fucking get there. If you don't, it's ball game. I mean, shit. Last week we had this damn same thing. Last couple weeks we try to rush 6 and ain't never fucking get there. If you don't get there with 6, you're putting your damn DBs in an unwinnable situation. And that's the problem. The good thing is we are getting pressure up the middle, so that means a quarterback can't step up in the pocket. The problem for me, the majority of the time, is that the contained rushers are not containing. So the quarterback is getting out of the pocket. So now you just gave extra time. And when these damn linebackers and secondary guys who are not in tune as, look, now I'm just pausing myself, pause. If you go watch The Locker on Wednesday, we had Jock Jones on the show. He gave some insight. These guys are not getting into their book. And in defense, you need to get into your book. So, unpause. You have an issue with guys who are not in the right spot and understanding concepts. I'll show you on the 4th down play. I'm going to just show you right here. Just for instance, y'all. If the quarterback here, and let's just say right here, Lovett is playing the whole runner. And if this quarterback rolls this way, you roll with him. His ability to throw across his body is 0 in college. All right? So you need to roll here. See, but the problem is, right? What happens is, coach, I'm supposed to be the whole guy. Well, that's on 2D paper when you just draw up schemes, right? When you get a game plan, you got 2D and that's just 2D. But you got to have an IQ to understand when live bullets, how to adjust on the fly. If this quarterback rolls, that means the whole moves with him because he ain't going to throw back there. Know what happens? And this is why playing offense matters. Know what happens? And this is why football matters. I think we all know if the quarterback rolls this way, these receivers are going to probably try to find some daylight on this side of the field as he rolls. That's just a little insight. Adam said our best, well, I missed some. I'm not going to miss like last week. I'm going to scroll down so then it keeps going. Yeah, JD, they got spooked for sure. We don't have a backup that they believe in, obviously. You got to keep Walker. It's going to be hard to keep Walker, y'all. But it seems like he loves it here. But does that love go, is the pockets shallow enough for him to love it here? AJ, we need more than Boogie Watson's production. Boogie played with Josh Allen. When Josh Allen left, Boogie's production went down a little bit. I'm hoping Fearby can too. That's a good one, Swole. How bad a passer do we have that we can't get there with 6? Adam, I don't know, man. There is, I'm telling y'all, I'm dead serious. There is a technique to rushing. There is a technique to rushing. And there's just some teams that are blitzing teams and some not. There's an innate ability to be a good pass rusher. Yeah, Wallace was. I don't know what happened to Wallace, man. I think he's thinking too much. And Jock Jones, when I asked him that, he kind of agreed. He said he think he's thinking too much. Because here's what Jock said, is that they allow you to play. Jock said they gave him that freedom. And it seemed like they gave Trevor Wallace that freedom early. And then it was just done. Trevor wasn't letting that trigger go. We're not even getting that now. What are we not getting now, AJ? Pass rush? Dude, Swole, we don't have the NIL to keep all the stars. I guarantee you. I don't know, AJ. If it did, he took that neck collar off. He took that neck collar off. So I don't know. Oh, right. No, we're not, AJ. We're not getting the Boogie production. No, you're right. And that's a problem. Here's the worst thing about that, AJ. How many times have you seen Josh Allen in curl flat coverage? I remember seeing him once in the Florida game. He made a great PBU. But how many times did you see Josh Allen not with his hand in the ground, bending the corner? We have gotten to a point where we just put J.J. Weaver out in coverage. And he's not a coverage guy. Adam, Brad White did coach Josh Allen. He wasn't the DC at the time. House was the DC. Yeah, House coached he was a coordinator, but his position coach was Brad White. I don't know, Mike. I think that damn breakup against Florida was pretty good, but I'll give you that. That was good too. But that Florida one was big though. The Florida one was, if you think of time and place, that was humongous. See, but the problem, Jacob, is I'm sorry that I'm not sure you can count on a freshman coming in and being that guy. As you asking a lot from an 18-year-old. I think in a year or two, one of the Godfreys, the Smith or Groves can be there. I'm not sure Wade is a dominant pass rusher. I think he's a really good outside linebacker though. I don't think he's a hand in the ground every year, a true jack as a outside linebacker. I'm gonna have to change my. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Seems like my screen it just takes too much off of it. First play on defense. This is good reaction. This is fucking rallying to the ball. This is Silver. That is Dion putting pressure. Silver realizing there's no pressure on him. He thinks screen. Afari reacts. Good job by D-Jack. And we are straining. We are straining to stop that. Dude, that is a tunnel screen for no gain. You cannot ask for more from a coach. Handle your responsibilities. Handle your responsibilities. And the problem with this, as I told y'all, I didn't watch, so I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm going back and forth. It looks like, for me, we're in some underneath man. So looks like we're manning up with two safeties and look like we are bracketing here because he's looking at the receiver. There's a bracket. We might be bracketing here and leaving these guys solo. Now, here's the thing. If we are playing man like that, right? It's definitely man because the far back is to the quarterback. And he's coming down and he's look like Max looking like he's over the top. So I think we're bracketing the outside receivers and playing man. The problem when you do that, right, is D-Jack thinks he has man. No, think he has man. But he has a gap too. But he can't take eyes off of him. Then when he blocks, we dead to rights, right? Now, the thing that's confusing is if we're in man, he should have back, but he's going here for quarterback. That's interesting. And now you're going behind the curtains on my thought process. So who has quarterback? So he will have contain. He will have contain. I guess he has to have that backside B gap. He's got that B gap. But he's playing man. That's asking a lot. So one of these safeties have to come down quicker. We got to read uncover lineman, but then that's hard. See, that's hard, y'all. That's extremely difficult. That puts a lot of pressure on these down three guys when you're in man. That's why, man, when the most important for me, and y'all can call me conservative, the most important thing in football is the football. And the more eyes that are on the football, the better it is. And we don't have a lot of eyes on the football. We have more eyes on man. But that's a great job by, is that Saunders or is that Ripka? Great job by him. And great job by Dion. No, that's not Dion. That must be Silver. Did he single digit down off defensive lineman really fucking throws it off? That's a good job by Silver. That's hard, y'all. I want y'all to understand. When you man up, you just took 4 guys out of the equation. Now you're playing with 7. You're playing with 7, and you got to stop the run with those 7. Because these 4 guys are not going to help. That's the problem with running a lot of man. It's hard, man. It's extremely difficult to run man and win. I don't think Silver's going anywhere. Here's the thing with Silver. Is that I think, does Silver have 3 years left? Yes, he's a true sophomore. So he's got 2 more left. So Sal has what? 1 more left, right? Or does he have 2 more if you want to take it? He's 2020 class, right? Or was he 2021? Was he COVID year? Yeah, Kyle, I don't think Silver's going anywhere. You just have 2? Okay. All right. Silver doesn't have a COVID year? He's class of 21. Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Here is the thing, man, that is hard. Do your job. Hayes is 20 and a true senior. So Jacob, so Hayes has a 5th year if he wants it. Because he's COVID year. Got it. Here is what happens, y'all. We got 2 guys on the hash. Who has 3, Kabi? Are you saying that Josiah has 3? Josiah could have 3 if he was redshirted. So if Josiah came in 2021, that doesn't count. 2021 would be his first year. Let's say redshirt. So it'll be 22, 23, 24, and 25. So, oh, Silver. Yeah, I thought he had 3 too. See, now y'all got me. Now I gotta fucking get on the internet and find out Silver. Keyshawn Silver. Keyshawn Silver. He was averaging. Are you sure Silver's not 2020? I'm trying to see. 2021 class. Okay. So 2021, 2022, 2023. No, he wasn't a true freshman, like dog. If you're talking about Silver, he was recruited in 2021. He's class of 2021. So there's no way. They got Silver as a sophomore. So Silver redshirted in 2022. I mean, he redshirted in 2021. So 22, 3, 4, 5. So Silver has 3 years. Counting this year, he's got 2 more. He came in 2021. He redshirted. 2022 was his redshirt year. 2023 is his redshirt sophomore year. He's got 2 more years. If he wants it. So, here's the problem. Is Dion can't get washed across. He's got to stay in his pass rush lane. I'm not sure who that is because I can't see the number. So when you got 2 guys here stacked up on top of each other, that's a problem. The distribution should be here on that side of the hash and here on that side of the hash. Because Keaton Wade, I'm not sure who that is doing a good job of pass rushing. Made him step up. But our 2 defensive tackles are Siamese twins. And now we're trying to cover, and we're in good shape in covering. Silver played 2 games in 2021, 3 games in 2022, but was injured. So he could get a mad red shirt in 2022. That is possible. So when you got 2 guys hugging each other, that's what led to this. This has nothing to do with, we actually got pressure. As I said, if you rush with 4, you got 7 to play 9. You got a chance. And you flushed them. But the 2 damn defensive tackles are in the same fucking spot. And you allow an escape route. If one is here like they are and one is here, it's harder to escape. It's that simple, y'all. When on defense, you have to execute to the nth degree. Now, I said this because this is hard for me. When it was live, I was pissed. I'm like, what are your eyes seeing, Childress? This is not good. But then, when I start doing the cutups, I'm like, oh, I see what he's seeing. He's seeing block down, and they are firing off the ball. This guy gets all the way to a linebacker as a tight end. That's men downfield. Now, this guy is not. And this guy potentially not either, because they engaged at the line of scrimmage and then they just pushed them down the field. That's not illegal. Well, take that back. This guy's borderline. In college, y'all, you get 3 yards. You get a 3-yard buffer zone. So right there. 1, 2, 3. In the NFL, you get 1. So this is illegal. And what's hard is as a defensive back who read linemen, that looks like a run. And it is. It's an RPO. And the RPO is the death of football defensively, because it's just hard. If they are allowed to fire off and get downfield and the quarterback is reading you and you see run and you come downhill, all you got to do is take it. He's going to throw it in your zone. This is what zone defense is, y'all. I don't think there's a cut. If we're playing cover 3, what happens? These three guys defend a third of the field. Each got a third, which is based on the sideline to the hash. It's a little bit shorter, but sideline to the hash, like I said before, I'm pretty sure, I'm highly confident. It's 20 yards, 13 and a third, then 20. All right? So everybody gets a third. So you don't quite get to these guys don't quite get to the hash mark. Okay? So what happens is this guy has curl to flat. This guy has curl to flat. You got to be driven to the flat. This guy has a hook. This guy has a hook. So now we're covering 4 of the 6 underneath zones with the underneath guys. So what happens right here is when Childress sees run, he has a gap. Watch. See how he goes under? So if they pull, he's going to spill it to the contained guy. And I like Childress being aggressive. He read run, I'm going to fucking hit that running back. But what happens is, right now, this is the soft shit that is so inaccurate. So what you see is a corner playing off because he knows he has a guy who's going to go curl to flat. His job is to defend, stay deeper than the deepest receiver. So what offenses do is they're going to run a guy off to get that. If this guy sits, they'll throw it here. If this guy follows, they'll throw it here. That's defense 101. So what happened is Childress left his zone, which is the curl, which is about between the hash and the numbers, which is curl. He would have got that depth looking eyes on the quarterback. He would have seen this route and would have been able to watch. And it would have been able to bisect that line and jump in front. Because he would have been about right here. All he had to do was jump in front, get a PBU or potentially a pick 6. But because this fucker flew down the field, he thought it was a run. That is, in essence, illegal man downfield. I was blaming it on Childress. I understand what he saw. As a coach, like when I coached my secondary in high school, I have a dialogue. I tell them, I ask them, what did you see? And if they said, coach, and it's a legitimate thought process, coach, I saw the uncovered guard. He fired off to the linebacker. So I saw run and I came and fit my gap. I have contained coach, and I went to fit my gap, and they passed it into my zone. I'll be like, okay, such and such, I get you. I see it on film, and I got your back. I would say that's on me, coach. He read run, and he didn't play his curl flat. I'll take all responsibility for that. If my player comes back to me in a coherent state what happens. Because in football, if you can speak it, that means you know it. So if you speak the language, what can I say? If Childress comes to me and say, Coach, the tight end fired off and blocked D-Jack 3 yards down the field, Coach, that was a run to me. So I came to fit my contain. And they threw it in my curl flat. But if you watch the tape, Coach, the tight end went downfield and you blocked. What would you want me to do? Would you want me to wait and stay in the curl and be late to my run fit? Or would you want me to fit the run fit and be late to the pass? You tell me as a coach what you want me to do, and I'll do it. If you want me to be a little more patient, I'll be a little more patient. But you understand, I'm so displaced from the end of the line of scrimmage that run gap becomes huge. That's how you talk football. And I can't say anything. I'll say, hey, look, man, do your best. I'm going to let you be a football player. If you think it's run, go fit. If you think it's not a run, play your curl flat. Because on the field of play, shit happens. If you can talk a game to a coach and it's accurate, not just some bullshit, he can't be upset because you telling him what happened on the field, and what you say on the film is what you say on the field is what on the film. He can't say shit to you. The other team is paid to win too. So sometimes they can be in a situation where they just win that snap. Just like on this. I think this name is Ripka. What does Ripka have? As I said, y'all, this is going to probably take long because, like I said, I didn't watch the film. If you're coming in late, just being honest with you. So this is what pre-snap happens, y'all. There are things you need to understand as a player. What's my run fit responsibility? What is my option responsibility for a team who runs speed option, zone read? Do I have quarterback or do I have pitch? Am I contained? Now, I don't know. Like I've said in the past, I'm not in the film room. But I am pretty sure that one of these guys have contained. And when you have contained, that means you have the pitch guy. Pretty sure of that. So what happens is, know how I said earlier on on Devin Leary's play where they leave somebody unblocked, they leaving this guy unblocked. He's the read guy. You got I don't know if that's a tackle or a guard. You have a guard pulling who totally doesn't even see him because he's not supposed to block him. I'm pretty sure with these two guys outside of him and with this linebacker coming to this side of the field that he has quarterback. Because this linebacker, if he had pitch, he would be running to quarterback. But since Trevor Wallace is going backside on a stunt because looks like we're slanting. Okay. See, now this is hard. Adam, I don't know. This is hard for me. Because if we are slanting, oh shit, man. This is difficult. Because we're slanting, so he has backside contain. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. So we're slanting up top. Are we in man? Because if we in man, we are fucked. Because if we are in man, y'all, that means these two guys don't have run responsibility. That means he does have contain. So he would have pitch. But who have quarterback? My question now is, what is he doing? Who is he covering? Because if we're slanting and he has contain, that means he doesn't have contain. Where is his gap? He doesn't have one because all the gaps are filled. And it doesn't look like we're bracketing him. Now, we were bracketing him, taking him out of the game. That'll make sense. But Lovett never looks at the wide receiver. So if we're slanting, he has contained, he needs to be filled in for the other inside linebacker, in my opinion. See, Wallace is down here. I think this is Wallace. Or is that D-Jack? If this is D-Jack and this is Wallace, it looks like Wallace and the Afari looks like are playing man. See, that's the problem. Watch. I'm looking at helmet. He's playing man. He ain't looking inside. It's just like early in the whatever first, second play, they're playing man. You can see helmet. You can see face mask. There's no looking in like zone. So they're playing man. And if they're playing man, they can't have run support, which means he would have pitch. If he has pitch, there's nobody for quarterback. It would have to be a DB. You have to be a safety. So this is just a dickum play. They just got us. Because Saunders, that Ripka actually plays it pretty well. He could slow play it a little bit more. But the problem is he might not get no help on the perimeter. See, he can't look behind his head and see these guys blocking. Because what can happen is these guys, if they knew it was man, would just run them off. He can't see that he has help back here. Because if he could, he would slow play it more and make them pitch, and we got 3 guys out here. That's a great tackle by Childress. That's good shit. That's just hard, man. They got us. They're on scholarship too. Good penetration by by Josiah. Now, why do they have a wide receiver blocking J.J. Weaver? That makes no sense. J.J. Weaver could do a better job too. He should annihilate that number 3. He shouldn't even be still down, as we used to call it, titty fighting. Why are you messing around with him? Good tackle. J.J. Weaver played the best game of this season in this game. Look at my man Dion. I'm telling y'all, this defense came ready to play. They strained. That's good shit. He split a double team. You can't one-on-one block him. That's the problem. You can't one-on-one block Dion. And they try to get to the next level. You got to fucking sit on a double team. You just can't chip to the next level. Oh, look at the swim move. Okay, I'm not so sure that they were not trying to double team him. That's a good swim. This is the thing I hate. And he's just so athletic. AJ was Brom called this first series was good, but we also should have got off the field. Look at big man dancing. Swim move, and then he just engulfed the poor running back. But look at, I don't know, that 68, 66. He can't get there. Good shit by Dion. These last 2 games by Dion has been great shit. Can't just turn it on at the end, though, Big Walker. Steven, yeah, man. I've been saying that for too long. So now, look, a quarterback check. We'll see it from the end zone. We are overloaded too much on the bottom of the screen. Great tackle by Trevin, though, to be honest with you. Look at this. We got, if this is the ball, we got 1, really 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys over here, and only really 3 here, and they have 4 to block 3. Trying to figure out what you can do. See, this is something's wrong, y'all. Peek me out with this. We're playing man. Because you can't play anything but man. We're playing man, right? You can tell we playing man, right? Okay. So I want y'all to understand we're playing man. So there's 5 guys. The offensive line is 5. That's easy. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 2 receivers out, right? Who has this guy? He needs to be over here. That's the problem. If he's over here, now we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll be more balanced. All right? Because if he's over here, he'll be lined up right over the tight end. Right? When that tight end blocks down, he would be right here. That's a fuck up, y'all. You can't, JD. You gotta be balanced like they're balanced. It's sad because they would have played like, yeah, man, for sure, Ayo. They would have fucking played. Here's the deal, JD. They could have potentially, if they really wanted to, and it'll be stupid to do this. If they would have play action fake, he could be still running to Cincinnati right now because there's no one guarding him. There's nobody responsible for the tight end. 0. Who has a tight end? He has that quote unquote tight end, but who has this H-back? That's him. You got probably 3 DBs in the game, 2 corners on the outside guarding there, 2 receivers. Who's guarding him? It's nobody. He needs to be here. So if you go back, he came up to the line of scrimmage and said, wait a minute. We got him. Check, check, check. Because we got a... Look, this is fucking even... This is worse, y'all. This makes no fucking sense. This even is worse. Okay? You got 4 eligible receivers, right? You got 4. That's on every play with a running back. You technically have 5. But 4 receivers and a running back. So they are basically in 12 personnel. 2 tight ends, running back. With 2 receivers. They're in 12 personnel. So who has the eligible receivers? Use the DB. That's a corner. That's a safety. This is a corner. That's a safety. You got 2 tight ends over here. Now, that don't mean that you need to move both these guys over there because you could put a linebacker on that tight end and beat his ass up. But one of these people got to go over there. And what I would probably want, well, you can't get out of it. See, for me, if I was in control of this, I would make him go over to the receiver. And I'll put my safeties in the box. So now you have an option on what to do. Typically, you wouldn't want both defensive ends on one side. You won't. You want one over here and one over there. But the difference is you will have a corner. You replace Childress with Max. And I'll bring Childress over the tight end and have the outside linebacker beat him up and he can't get out. And now I have Childress with contain. That's it. Mike with the humor. But that is a fucking, I don't think you guys understand this. If Trevin Wallace doesn't scrape and make this tackle, this could be a touchdown because there's no one else out here. This running back could do anything. Mike ST said, thank goodness to have a quarterback. They sent a plumber. That is an amazing tackle for him to scrape all the way across, even though he does have a running back, to make that tackle. Just watch. He doesn't get caught up in this wash. But if you understand what I'm saying, if you switch him, keep Lovett out here for contain, bring Childress here for contain, now we're balanced. Now we have a nose with 4. Then we got 4. And that's how you play it. And this is really almost is unbalanced. Now I want to see something. Because they need to have 7 men on line of scrimmage. Holy cow. They do. 5, 6, 7. So here is the so now. Whoo! Stop the presses. So now it even becomes easier, y'all. All right. The guy, this is anybody in high school watching. The person who knows unbalanced is the corner. It's kind of weird. No one can see unbalanced. The best is the corner. Because you know what the corner says? There's no receiver outside of me, and this is a fucking tackle. It's got to be unbalanced because they have to have 7 people on the line of scrimmage. So if there's not anybody on the line of scrimmage over here, that means 2 guys have to be on the line of scrimmage on this side of the ball, which means one of them is ineligible. So what happens is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy is ineligible. That tight end that's in line cannot catch a ball or go out. So now we only have 3. So what happens is if he goes here and Childress comes down, he guards him, Max guards him, Andrew guards him. And now Trevin and Lovett can play in and out on the running back. The running back comes this way, Lovett has him, and the running back goes that way, Trevin has him. It's unbalanced. This guy is another tackle. You only have 3 eligible guys. So now it makes it easy. So now this outside linebacker has nobody because this guy can't go on the route. It's really simple. Unbalanced. This guy is X. 3 guys in the route. Bring your corner to guard the receiver. Bring him down. He has a tight end. When he blocks down, you fucking come like a scowling dog and you fucking eliminate this. This play could have been eliminated if we had another guy there. Ain't nowhere to go. If we do a good job here, we just down a guy. No, Jake, it's not an odd. So they just went unbalanced. They brought in another lineman. and we didn't adjust well. That's it. As simple as that. We didn't adjust well. We didn't see it, and they got us. This is what you want as a defense. For them to throw a 2-yard pass, and now we got to make a tackle. You can't miss this tackle. That's good defense. Right there, we're in good shape. There's none open. Look at it. Good job by Weaver. Buzzing the flat. This must be quarters. Or quarter concept because Afari's buzzing the flat. So for example, if I would have watched this like 4 times, I would have a better idea. And it's not 100% sure, but when you have outside linebackers buzzing the flat, that means these safeties have to come down, which is probably cover 4, more than likely. Cover 4 concept. And when Childress comes down, I feel like it's more cover 4. We are where we're supposed to be. Just missed the tackle. Got to make the tackle, y'all. We're in some. Is it trips down to the bottom? So it's trips down to the bottom. We're in some type of man up top, which doesn't mean it's man coverage, because with trips this way, you lock this up here. It depends on what it is, and I can't tell because I don't have all 22. I know Max is locked up top. I can't tell who's on the bottom what they're doing, so it's kind of hard. But look how close that was. This is pretty good pressure, y'all. He threw it in 3.5. That's not bad. And NFL is like 2.5. In college, you can get it 3.5. You're fine. Oh, we almost there. That's good pass rush, y'all. I don't think y'all understand. That's good pass rush. Gotta get off the field, man. Gotta get off the field. Again, what's your responsibility? What's your responsibility? What do you have? See, I wish I would have paused on one play early. On this level, you go to your responsibility and then you adjust. If D-Jack has contained, he's got to go to his responsibility. Let his brothers handle that side of the ball. It's hard. I'm not sure if Keaton has contained because it looks like we might be slanting. I'm not sure. That's just too much to the quarterback, man. That's too much to the quarterback. So, trying to see what it could have been. I don't know. It looks like Dion is trying to cross the face. So it could be a slant. And if it's a slant, D-Jack has to get contained. Y'all, I'm trying to see. Because if we're playing some type of man under, which means If this is 5, right? That's 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's a 5, 6, 7, 8. There's another guy out here. So that means Afari has to carry him. It looks like it's some type of man, y'all. Afari has to carry him, which means he has man. Man, I'm gonna say this: if this is truly man, Afari does a fucking amazing job of identifying the guy coming across the formation and taking him. If that's the case, this is on DJ. He has to pull the quarterback up. So now, Swole, the only thing that gives me a pause, right? If we are truly in man, Afari has this, and we are playing in and out on the running back. If that's the case, then Wade has contained. But then I see what Wade feels. He feels down block, puller. He should be contained though. If they are man, he should be hitting this crosser on this side of the ball. They got us, brother. Ooh, it looks like man again. Boy, we played a lot of fucking man for a soft cover team. Reason why I see man, because look at Afari, you can see kind of the face mask. Then on snap, he snaps it. So that means he got man. That's the easiest thing. So if he's got man, they're in 2 back, they're in 11 personnel, tight end, back, 3 receivers. There's a pro set. So my question right here is, what is D-Jack doing? Is Ripka has contained. It looks like are we slanting? So, okay, maybe not a total slant. If Trevin has this A gap, he's got to get at least the A or B gap. And he's going outside. That's not good. Good job by fucking Weaver. This is perfect. As a backside guy, you got to make sure to protect cutback first. You ain't making the tackle for a no-yard gain on that. If you do, the offensive coordinator is going to say, oh, let's run counter back to him. That's a good job, man. Good job, that's pretty good job, man. This is why fucking zone blocking scheme is so fucking deadly. If we can fucking get to run it. I don't understand why D-Jack first steps are out. Reason why I say that, if you look at this cut, the lineman first moves are here, except Dion. And that's probably why Trevor shot the A gap, because Dion doesn't slant. So we good there. And we good in this A gap because of the slant. We good in C gap because of slant. We got to fill B. There is no outside contain because that's handled by Ripka. That's what it looks like to me, y'all. He needs to be coming here. That's the problem. Good job by Weaver, man. Letting us live to see another down. Ooh, they just washed the fuck out of us. Ugh. That's ugly. Oh, this is the fumble. This is a fumble, in my opinion, y'all. Watch this. This is a fumble. That ball right there is coming out. And his hand is on the ground. His wrist hasn't touched the ground yet. That's his hand. That ball, to me, is coming out before the forearm hits the ground. Maybe not, y'all. That's close. That's close. That's what I think, JD. I think it's moving. But I can see if it's not called on the field, how there's not enough. But that ball is moving before the forearm hits the ground. Ooh, boy, that's close. That's close, man. AJ, why would you say we would never get that Kroger? You mean Commonwealth? I think that was a fumble, y'all. But I can see why it wasn't. Because it wasn't. I can't say without a shot of a doubt that it was a fumble. I think it's a fumble, but I can't say, yeah, I'm going to overrule the call on the field. They washed us again. Little pin and pull. They washed us. That's hard, man. This is, when you get to here, man, on the 1 yard line, your chances of stopping is slim to none. This is, again, y'all, this is what I want y'all to understand. Right? They just have committed. They committed their whole team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys to the run. That's hard, man. They got us. Got to make this catch. Got to make that catch. You got to make your court. Look, man. And this is really good pickup by Ray Davis and Bates. This is when, look how much they're committing to the run. This guy's coming up. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, really, that are respecting the run. Oh, I got you, AJ. Yeah, you might be right. 8 guys to the run. They're coming up. The middle of the field is unoccupied because they came up. You got to make that catch. And this route, to me, if he just attack the bottom of the numbers for a little bit and then get on the stem, then get up, what happens is the cornerback has to widen because he wants to protect the outside leverage. We're just running straight. He's not stressed. Here's the thing, Ayo, and I'm not sure. I saw Leary as a potential like Chase Daniels kind of guy who would be a backup, but I'm not so sure anymore. When I saw NC State, I saw a guy with some moxie, and he's showing it here, but I didn't see a progression or steady improvement. But I'm going to say this. When your receiver's not catching the ball, it can affect you. And I don't know, man. I think he has the arm. He needs to obviously give it the right situation. But yeah, it's. I think it is going to be a struggle. But this is what I've been, and he did at the beginning of the year. Great pickup by Ray Davis. Great blitz pickup by Ray Davis. And watch Devin Leary step up in the pocket and deliver a damn good ball. Boy, and we fucking caught a back shoulder fade. Shit, man. I'm going to say this. For him to keep throwing this damn back shoulder fade and have had so many drop, that shows that he's just confident. Look at the blitz pickup. He doesn't bail. He steps up in the, he steps up in the pocket and throws a dime. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand how long a throw is. 5, 10, 15, 20, right? 20 yards, right? 20 yards. 20 yards. And from here to the sideline is 33 1/3 yards. That's a long way. That's a long ass throw. That is at minimum 30-yard throw. 29 something maybe on a dime. That is an elite level throw. And we caught it. What's shocking to me, and I've said it but every week, is how Barian Brown has no wiggle. It's shocking. This is another dime that has to be caught. All right. He has to throw this ball high just in case a defender try to defend it. So he throws a perfect high ball that goes right through the hands. Right through the hands. Bates has to come up with that. Now, I didn't put the other view. Now, he also had, I think that's Dane Key. Who's over here? He had Dane on the post, too. But Liam had to get in his bag. But that's a damn good throw. That should be, watch. Dude, you can't put it much better than that. That's a catch. He has to put it high. We are just, the balls that people at NC State were catching, we ain't catching. And this turns into a punt, which should have been points. But we should have made that catch. That's the difference, y'all, between winning fucking 9 games, being 9-3 right now, and being 7-5. It's the fucking little things. It's the little things. See, the problem, AJ, is Cummings comes in the game, and I'm going to say as a defensive player, they're probably going to pass it. Now, Anderson, I don't think has that knowledge of what's going to happen. But you had to keep Bates to throw him off. I'm going to say, Jacob, you don't have to get laces. As a guy, laces helps when you're trying to drive a ball, but you don't need laces to throw the deep ball. You really don't. Especially with how, now the NFL ball, you probably want laces. It's a little slicker ball. But these college and high school balls, you don't need the laces. The other thing is I'm not so sure on that. On this one. that Dane was even in the picture. They actually got what they wanted. He played it better than what I thought he would because you do make contact. He should be coming downhill. That's a good play by him to retreat. I think this is really the right play. He just got to make the catch. It's simple as that. He has to make that catch. He has to make that catch. I got you, Jacob. How do I have an end zone cut? Okay, man. This is simple. And I don't fucking know how we mess it up. If we're going to man protect, he's got to respect that. That's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. It's that simple. If this guy comes, it's the running back's responsibility. All right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. 5 down linemen and a running back. This is simple. I know some people probably say, why did Flax go and block nobody? Well, you don't know that because he's counted. And we're playing man blocking, that's his guy. Here. It's fucking simple. Why would Burton? That makes no sense when this guy has declared himself as a potential pass rusher. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. That is simple. And we fucking blew it. And now we got to punt. That's the bad part about it. We had to punt. So, again, it's responsibility. Who has quarterback? Does he? Or does he? Here's the great thing about it, though. And they still get yards. If he does your job, you got to fill in for his job. And Afari does a great job of filling and making a tackle. But, man, do your job. Understand what your responsibilities are all the time. You can't do that shit, man. You can't freelance on this level. Just do your job. Ooh, I like when the safety comes up like that. That looks like love it. Watch him read run and fit this gap. That's a gap there. Between this guy and this guy, there's a hole. Well, there's a hole there because he is supposed to fill it. When he fills it, running back sees hole right now. Until right there. About right now, you're like, oh shit, I got to cut. But when everybody else handles their job, now we cooking with hot lard. Not grease, with lard. JD, yes, we did. We saw some 2022 out of Childress too. Play with so much better. Eyes. Speaking of Childress. 3rd and 3, shoot your shot. Now I want y'all to understand. See, this is the mental draining part potentially for a defender. All right. I'm going to talk you through this. I think this is cool that I haven't watched it and I'm seeing it live again. All right. So this is 3rd and 3. Taking you behind the curtains. All right. 3rd and 3. Right? This looks like trips. Trips this way, single receiver up here. All right. So now, when I come on the field, what am I thinking? They're trying to get 3 yards. All right. What they could possibly hit me with a stick and maybe something behind to fill in the hole. The great thing about now as a safety is I got a deep safety to eliminate my fuck up. All right. So now, when I see him hook up and he's looking down the chute, there's no reason for me not to be aggressive, because if he runs and go, I got that Lovett safety whose shadow's right there on top of me if I make a bad decision. See that? See the shadow right there? So why not shoot the gun? Boom. And when he sees him come up, he's like, I can't make that throw. That's a pick. Look where you're on a 20-yard. If he throws a pick, that's ball game. He has to try to hold it, try to Tom Brady tuck it. That is good shit. Here's the other great part about it is this drop. So he can't throw it on this side because D-Jack could intercept it. And he can't throw it here because of Childress. That is perfect. It's perfect, y'all. Now, the D-line could do a better job with this damn stunt. We got fucking 3 guys on a damn hash mark. That makes no fucking sense. What the fuck was that? We get off the field. First down. Just like on ours, look at this safety come down. He sees motion. They're seesawing. That safety come up. This safety comes down. And that safety that's coming down, he is legitimately coming down. See how they seesaw? And that joker is coming. That's a good play. Now, only if. Which play, JD? This one right here? The one I'm on or the one before it? Which player you ask, I'm going to hold on so I can count. Usually, I don't. See, JD, the problem is I don't have all 22 cut. You usually losing somebody, a receiver on the outside. Last defensive play. So we got 5 here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we got an outside guy. So they only got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They got a receiver on the outside. All right. So look at this. If Cummings sees this guy and doesn't go out for him, if he blocks this guy, I got all the confidence in the world that this guy right here wouldn't touch Ray. Look how, whoa, we missed it. He saw, and it was too late. If he makes that block there, this could be like that touchdown run in the fourth quarter because there was nobody there. The infamous tip ball. Now we're in 3rd and long. Step up in the pocket. Is this Anderson's first catch of the year? Dude, this is a fucking catch, y'all. That is a catch. With a little heat on it, gets a feel, competes for the first down. Here's the deal with this play. That is so hard. All right. It is? Okay, it's good. Great catch, man. This is why bringing 5 can cause a problem. Like I've said before, you have a curl, or you got a flat. Always you got a curl. You have a hook. You have a hook. You got a curl. And you got a flat, right? When this guy comes, he leaves his curl vacant. they have everything covered. There's no route that's open. He's doing a good job in his hook. He has nobody. Here's teaching lesson. This is for high school players. If there's nobody in your hook underneath, there's probably somebody trying to come behind you. So there's no reason to sit, keep getting a little depth. If you don't see anything, looking for something coming over. So they are in absolutely perfect shape. When you vacate a zone and you don't get there, easy pitch and catch. And that's what happened. Like I said in the cut-up, this is probably the biggest play of the first half. This is momentum. Like AJ just said, it's huge momentum. This is everything. Because now it gives us, we got a short field, and now we're going to try to capitalize. After the last series, we didn't capitalize because we fucking let the guy come scot-free to take us out of field goal range. Can't really see this play, but that's hard-nosed running by Jefferson. Now we come back. We got an extra guy in the damn box. You can't let a DB tackle you one-on-one in a phone booth. You just can't. You can't let a DB tackle you one-on-one in a phone booth. You cannot. Bam! Get off me, brother. That's what running backs do. That's what good running backs do. You cannot let a corner tackle you one-on-one in a hole. Wow! Get your ass off me. Get off me. That's good running. Little play action fake, and we get the ball. This is the Devin Leary I expected from day one. Now, I don't know who he's looking at right here. Is he looking at Dane? But then he comes off. So now I'm looking at this again. So this is even better, y'all. It even became better for me. So what I think he's seeing, he wants to throw, which finally we are fucking trying to throw a cross one. He wants to throw to Dane. Okay? But what he sees is this collision. He says, I'm coming off of Dane. All right? Now I want to see what this is talking about. I'm looking at this one. It's a two-man route because Cummins tripped. Now he wants to see what that's talking about. He's like, I'm not totally comfortable with that. Boom. So he went Dane Key. He went, let me see what that post talking about. See how the head went from this way to that way. And he says, no, I don't like that one. Now let me get back to Dane because now I see he's open. Dude, that is fucking elite. That is elite. That's what I expected from him this entire season. He likes to throw this outside ball, man. Good ball. Get you some, Tay. All right, good job. Why does this shit happen to us? Is that Horsey in there? Hold on. Is that Horsey? Horsey and Kamari trips. So now we lose a fucking blocker. See that? We lose a blocker. And then Barry and Brown slips. We lose two fucking blockers. Why does that happen to us? If he gets to here, Boom. Just look at it. If Horsey doesn't fall down, he's getting to him. Damn. Why does that shit happen to us? Dot. All right, y'all. Why do we not throw this ball to Dane Key more during the season? Stop throwing it to Barry and Brown. Why don't we? He has shown the ability to make this catch more than others. All right. Here is the thing. This is a much better route. Patient on the release. Look at the corner. Sit down. See how that shoulder raise right there? That's all you need. As a DB coach, I'm like, that's not good. Why are you not shooting your hands? Why are you not shooting your hands as a DB coach? Why are you not shooting your hands? It's too late. You should have shot him. When he's fucking dancing here, shoot him. Pow! Shoot him. If he's dancing that much, shoot him. You shot him too late. So, right. This little rock, that little rock right there allowed Dane to get even. When you're even, you're leaving. See that right there? Now he's even. Now, the DB didn't play poorly. He just had that one thing. I think Dane learned from that, AJ. So now, that right there got him a little window. Here's the other part. We have seen Barry just mandatory outside release and not give the quarterback 7 yards, because the bottom of them to the sideline is 7 yards to throw the ball, right? Dane is on the top of the numbers. He gives him spot to throw it, and he fight. Dude, that is a dot and a catch. A great throw beats great defense 100% of the time. As a DB, you can't do shit about a great throw. It's out of your hands. It's in God's hands. If you're in great coverage and the quarterback throws a great ball, it's in God's hands. Now it's up on him to say, am I going to allow him to catch that ball or not? Because you can't do shit about it. If it's a great throw, and that's a great throw, dot. He couldn't have went out there and handed it to him better than that. Dude, that is unguardable. That's unguardable. Responsibilities, y'all. Responsibilities. Who has contained? You got to know that every time. If he's going under, who has contained? If he's spilling it, who has contained? Is it D-Jack? That's a little hard. If you're going to spill it, who you spilling it to? There's nobody out here to spill it to. It's questionable. Either the safety's got to come out because they did motion. Emotions. If we're not a man and we can handle number 3, is he supposed to go number 3 or is he supposed to come down? I don't know, y'all. Adam said, I know this is off subject, man, but we've talked about Barron not having wiggle. I was watching the Ole Miss game from last year. He had plenty of wiggle in that game, so what has happened? Adam, maybe your definition of wiggle might be different than mine. Can he long stride and do that? Yes. Can he, in a phone booth with a guy here and him here, can he do and get by him without him touching him? He ain't got that. I'm gonna just tell you. When I was in the St. Louis Rams camp, All right. From the bottom of the numbers to the sideline is 7 yards. You take off 2 yards. We had a 5-yard phone booth. 5-yard phone booth. There was a guy named, do some research, named Isaac Hakeem, played with the Rams during that Super Bowl year. He would get the ball here. You would stand here. No one ever touched him in that 5-yard phone booth. Ever. He was making people miss Adam, and in a phone booth, 2 different things. I don't think he has the hips to shake anybody. AJ, ever. Now, I don't know what happened after me. Dude. All right, JD. Appreciate you, brother. AJ. Think of a 5-yard. Yeah, this is 5. 5-yard phone booth. That's all he got. It's 5 yards. All you had to do, here, AJ, you didn't have to tackle him. All you had to do was touch him. And it wasn't a 2-hand touch. All you had to do was touch him. I shit you not. He was here, and I was on this corner. Because all I wanted to do was force him to the sideline. That fucker got me here, and I, like I've been taught to do, I bananaed it perfectly. He hit me with the he, and came all the way back here, and I didn't fucking touch him. Dude, that fucker was unbelievable. I just knew that I was going to be the one, and I couldn't touch him. My fingernails didn't even get close enough to him. So that's a problem. Who has contained, man? Who has contained? It's when we do things right, man, it's when it's hard for people to get shit on us. Right? We got every gap taken care of right here. Now, our linebacker needs to shoot that gap now. We have contained here. But we got to get there. But Deion Walker does a good job and comes across the thing and gets 2 yards. Man, look. 2 yards is a win for a defense. 3rd and short. This is just panic mode. You cannot shoot with the outside hand because it locks your hips and you're not able to turn freely, and now he's by you. That's all that is. He just panicked. He guessed. As a DB, young DBs, you can't guess, you anticipate. He's no person. Oh, shit, Kendrick. Fuck, man. You just pulled out one of the best in college football. Shit, there is only one Percy Harvin. Stevie Johnson. Stevie Johnson was nice. Yeah, Cobb had wiggle too. Definitely. Cobb had wiggle. This is, all right, Swole. This is purely a situation of him not shooting with the inside hand and allowing his hips to open and cover this. He does a good job covering, but when you do that, see how his hips just can't open freely? See how he's got to swing? Let's see somebody else. See how Max, even though it's different, see how he's able to open his hips and run? Because he's not shooting with his hand and closing it. He's able to open and run. It's harder for Andrew right here. He's got to swing around and now he's beat. That's solely off the line of scrimmage. Solely off the line of scrimmage. That's it. It's good pressure by Deion, man. You can't one-on-one. If he would learn how to play with a little better pad level, look how high he is off the line of scrimmage. Boom, he pops straight up. If he can play with a little better pad level, shit, man, he's a freak of nature. Look at it. Post 61. They pull a guard. Now the center's got to get over there, and he ain't got no shot. He had no shot. I didn't do any cut-ups, and I need to. JJ and Dion had a hell of a game, y'all. Ooh, that's a good blitz by damn D-Jack. Oh, he just wrecked the shot. Bam. Watch DJ. They trying to zone block. He gets some penetration, and this ball game. That's good shit right there, y'all. This defense gave up 10 points in the first half. All right, y'all. Now we bring in 5. Watch y'all. We are not a good blitzing team. We're just not a good blitzing team, y'all. This is not good enough. This guy Plummer really don't have to escape. There's nothing forcing him to escape down here. Really nothing. He don't see anybody open. But dude, that is horrible. We bring 5 and shit. That should not happen. Bring 3. That's what we want. It's 3rd and forever. Field goal. Now, I don't understand why Devin went so far out. Great catch by Bates, man. I know he missed one earlier, but this right here is trust and go get it. Good job, man. I know it's late, y'all. I'm getting off here. I don't know who he's throwing to, right? I know who he's throwing to, but I don't know why he's throwing it. It's a 2-man route. He was just trying to it's a 2-man route. Just throw this ball away. Don't throw it into double coverage. We don't need that. Sometimes they are going to win on defense, just like here. They're going to win. This is almost a 2. This is 2-eye. I think you gotta punch him to get Cox time to get over there. Cox cannot scoop that after snapping the ball. That's hard. He's beat by off the snap. That's a hard assignment. If that's the assignment, you ask him to do a lot. Smart play. Don't do anything stupid. Get the ball out. Now it's time for you to play. See how? Ooh, this is cut up. See this? When everybody does their job and does it right, there's nowhere to go. I want you to see how tight he's spilling it. Look how tight Trevin comes off of Keaton Wade's ass. Look how close Lovett comes off of Trevin Wallace's ass. Look how close. That's perfect, dude. That is perfection. You can't do it better. TFL. When you do your job, it's a pretty thing. That's a good hit, man. Look, y'all, you're going to give up some things. And that is a good hit. Make them feel you. Make them know you here. I don't know what this is, y'all. Good hit. Keep them in bounds. I don't know the coverage, man, but if it's quarters, which it does look like, a version of quarters, Love has got to come quicker. That's almost a strip by Weaver there, too. Good, man. See, this is when you play good zone and you want to force him to throw there. Play this first, force him there. This is good coverage by J.J. Weaver. That's good, man. Now we just got to get him out of... and give him the first. Good defense. We're almost done, y'all. This was the worst play in the history. Not worst play of this game. Why would you run a quarterback draw right here? It makes no sense to me. If there's a quarterback draw, I don't know if he decided on his own, but that was not it. Brom didn't do a good job at end of game situations. Again, y'all, do your job, force him to throw that, come up and make a tackle. Now we forced him to punt. That's good work. Look, there's nothing open. Look, what's open? When you play zone right, there's nothing open. Come deep to short, make the tackle, end the half. All right, y'all. That was good stuff right there. That was good stuff. That was a great first half for us defensively. Offense, we got to stop killing ourselves. And it's that simple. That's why we're not 9-3, because we keep making mistakes that kill ourselves from penalties, dead ball penalties, not executing your assignment. Those are the things that get you beat. And that's what happened. AJ, tomorrow will be a blast. All right, Lake Dog. I will see y'all tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, share. It's a glorious day. And I'm not sure offense is tomorrow, y'all. Because if you really think about it, defense gave them 10 points because of the turnovers. Then kickoff return, that's 17 points. I'm just saying. All right, man. Y'all have a good day. It is a good day because it's morning. It's midnight here, so I know it's 1 o'clock where most of y'all are. And if it's not 1 o'clock for most of y'all, you must be on the West Coast. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all watching, man.